Cowboy fans and YouTubers. It's that VA Dallas Cowboy fan coming back at you. Thank you for liking, sharing, subscribing, and commenting down below. I make these videos for me and you, and they're a little therapeutic, you know? Because days like this, I honestly wasn't going to make a video. And I'm still not sure if I want to even post it. So if you're seeing this, that means I changed my mind, and I did post something today. But it's almost, you know, anticlimactic and a bit of a waste. Just like the Cowboys are doing with our time. And the players' time. And the world's time. Because the Cowboys don't just seem to care about us right now. You're taking another meeting with Jason Garrett today? Why? The only thing anybody can think of is that you're trying to restructure Jason Garrett into the front office somewhere. And that in lies probably the most difficult things that is going on right now. Because if they were trying to structure Jason Garrett into some kind of front office capacity that talked about player personnel, then that would now say something that needs to happen with Stephen Jones and Will McClay. And I think Jerry Jones as well. That's why they are taking a very long time to hammer something like this out. Because in the end, it's going to signal Jones relinquishing power. And we know out of all these years, that's something that Jerry probably never thought he'd do. And so now you're saying that if Jason Garrett is like family, and you really love him that much and want him to keep that culture with the Cowboys and, you know, still help out for drafts and player personnel things, then what exactly is Stephen Jones and Will McClay there for? Will McClay is the de facto GM that we say right now. So what exactly would be Jason Garrett's job? You know, so it's just kind of all over the place with this. That could be a big reason why we just haven't heard anything, because this is something that's really going to change the whole structure of the Dallas Cowboys going forward. That Jerry Jones realizes, I'm not getting any younger, and I see the former head coach of the Cincinnati Bengals just passed away, and David Stern from the NBA has just passed away at 77. Same ages as Jerry. So maybe he's starting to see, you know, his life flash before his eyes, and that if I don't do something extreme, I'm never going to see another Super Bowl in my lifetime. Look at Snyder. He took it upon himself to get extreme by getting rid of basically all the malcontents that people have had problems with over the years, namely Bruce Allen and the training staff. There's been so much hate that goes towards those two people, or basically Bruce and the whole training staff as a whole over the years, that Dan Snyder's had enough. It's a new decade, and he's not going to stand for it anymore. He needs to start making better decisions, and if that means bringing in Rivera and him having a lot of control, then so be it. He's willing to do that. Now, Jerry Jones, who's already admitted umpteen times, umpteen years, that he's not willing to give up any power, maybe he's really starting to have that self-reflection that we've all been talking about. And that's what's hurting him the most, is that he doesn't want to give up his baby. Now, I get it. You know, all these years, you know, Clint Murchison and Tex Schramm, they had Tom Landry. All of them was their baby. The Dallas Cowboys was their baby. And you hate to let that baby go, you know? And Jason Garrett was Jerry Jones's family. He loved him. He still does. And that's why he can't see himself parting with him. At least not straight getting rid of him out of the whole organization, you know. So he's probably trying to find some way to keep him on in some capacity. It's probably not going to be like Monty Kiffin, where he took a job with the front office and disappeared, but more, you know, it's a back seat from the TVs and cameras, but it's still enough that draft nights you'll see him there at the table. Anything big news conferences where you see all the top brass, he'll be there, you know, stuff like that. We'll just have to see. The only other big reasoning might be that you know, maybe they're just waiting it out. Technically he doesn't have to go anywhere until January 14th. They just wait out because the guys they really want are in the playoffs, college or NFL level. I don't know if that's the situation, because a lot of guys, I think it's been reported that you can't talk to any of the current coaches in the playoffs because, well, until Sunday. Sunday's the last day you can interview any of these coaches. After that, you can't interview anybody in the playoffs. So we'll just have to see. I mean, they're taking their sweet time with this. It's going to be something. I'm telling you. You could say I'm completely wrong and full of shit, or I could be absolutely right. But this may be the single biggest moment in Jerry Jones's tenure coming up. Bigger than firing Tom Landry and putting Jimmy Johnson in. Bigger than keeping Jason Garrett this whole time. But at the top, where he might step down with some duties or something like that. You know, this could be a very big emotional thing that's about to happen. We just don't know as fans. I mean, I could be called bullshit on it, and they're just buying their time to get rid of Garrett, and they're going to do, you know, status quo and just keep doing the same stupid stuff they've always been doing. You know, we just don't know. But that's all I got to say for today, because I didn't really want to make this video. It could be status quo. It could be something bigger. We just don't know. It's a wait and see approach still, and we're being held hostage another day. This is day 4. I mean, you've had meetings with a guy every day but New Year. And for what? It's got to be something big. It can't be just... I swear it can't be that you're going to be retained as head coach of the Dallas Cowboys. Because that will... I mean, it'll be big. Don't get me wrong. That'll be one of them big announcements that's right up there at the top, like I said. That could change this organization for the future, because you're going to lose a lot of fans. The talking heads, media in general, there's going to be a lot of backlash and repercussions if that is the case. But we'll have to see. I hope you have a good Thursday. Hope you're still enjoying your beginnings of 2020. I know I am. You know, trying to get some work done in the house. And I'll see you later. In case there's any more breaking news, we'll bring it to you. Peace.